15th runner with Roseville Area Minnesota star Robert Mechura, All-American at Foot Locker Nationals. Just in terms of how you thought that, this course was going to challenge you, and like the areas that you were really able to attack, but maybe the areas that attacked you a little bit more than you wanted to. Like, what's kind of the assessment or the analysis now that you've had a little chance to kind of soak it in?
Yeah, I mean, I felt pretty terrible on the hills, if I'm being honest. The first time around, I didn't feel great, but I knew that I had to do it all over again and go up that huge steep hill. So the second time, it really hurt, and I felt like I was really going slow on it. And I think by the time, at this point in the season, I just feel like I've lost a little bit of strength in my legs from early on in the season, and my legs kind of just felt weak up the hills, and so that's just something I got to work on, is just getting stronger in the off season. So the hills kind of beat me up a little bit, and so overall I think that made for a tough race, but I still was happy with how I didn't just throw in the towel completely and didn't just let it go, because I was hurting pretty bad at the end. So
yeah, you're a fighter, man, and obviously, when we look back on it a few years from now, and obviously really look back and celebrate and appreciate everything that you've accomplished, all it's going to say is All-American. I'm glad it's 15th and not 16th, because that's a pretty drastic distinction here in San Diego. Just being part of this group of guys, right? I mean, obviously there's a lot of guys that you're familiar with that want certainly at the top of the list that you get to see in Heartland, but then obviously you kind of get a new energy from some of the guys in the the Midwest that are obviously part of like an NXN Midwest, and but then everybody joins together in a Foot Locker Midwest, and the fact that you guys are team champions, 10 strong out there. What does that mean to you?
I think it's really cool that the Midwest came out here and dominated. I mean, I wasn't necessarily expecting that, even though people were saying that the Midwest was going to be a dominant force at this meet. But I'm just really proud of everyone in the Midwest and how tough they've been, and how they really gave it their all this meet and just showed how good of a region that we can be. And I think it's just really cool to get to meet all these guys, even though they're only a few states away. I would never talk to them if I didn't go to these meets, so I think it's really cool to meet some other great runners that helped us win a team championship. Yeah, because some of them come to your backyard and won a race against you at RIAC, and and obviously you'll see a handful of them at Heartland, but this is the real, true identification of when everybody gets put together. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Robert, when we look back, the entire postseason, from state until now, a lot was asked of you, and you rose to the occasion and gave a lot. I mean, just to be able to have all of those opportunities, and whether you were feeling fantastic or whether you were feeling really compromised, the entire season was brilliant, but especially this postseason run, how significant has it been to you? Yeah, I think it's really significant, because for most of my cross-country career, I haven't gone this late into the season, or actually ever, because last year, even when I did NXN, that ends a week earlier, and so this was just last year was like a whole new battle, trying to extend my season and be good at state, be good at the region to qualify, and then still have to perform on the day at NXN. This year I wanted to do both. I wanted to get this experience, and it made it again even harder, because I had to go to another regional meet, then extend my season another week. So overall, it's been really tough, physically and mentally, especially mentally, to juggle such good competition and all the qualifying meets and trying to perform on the day. But overall, I'm really happy that I was able to make it here and put some solid efforts out. And just, I hope, proud too. I mean, that's a massive gauntlet to be able to go through. Yeah, it was very difficult. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it, and if I told my 10th grade self, my 9th grade self, I think I would be pretty happy with myself that I was able to make both national meets and be an All-American at both.
Very short list of that, my friend, in the entire United States of America, and many of them were standing out there today with you wearing blue and black and white. Phenomenal career, outstanding season, All-Americans in consecutive weeks. Robert, well done.
Thank you.